Yes, we are finally getting a new episode of The Masked Singer, but I pose the question to you. When is the ding-dong bell going to be used? Personally, I think it's going to be this episode. Let's go ahead and just talk about this before we get started. Make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. First it is voting day, November 5th, so hopefully you guys voted. I got my sticker. I took it off because I keep changing my shirts because I'm like doing 75 different videos today. But this week we finally have the finale of Group B. For those who don't remember, last Wednesday we were going to have this episode, but then the World Series, which, I mean, it is what it is. And if everything goes according to plan with the U.S. election, we should not have an instance where there could be no episode tomorrow. Does that make any sense? I feel like that sentence doesn't make any sense. If there is someone elected tonight, then more than likely we'll have an episode of The Masked Singer, though it needs to be stated that if someone is not elected tonight, and if tomorrow around 7:30, 8 o'clock, it is announced, there could be the possibility that we don't have The Masked Singer. It's a preempted slot. World news kind of takes center stage, and so that could be a possibility. I'm just telling you this now, though it looks highly unlikely. Anyway, that being said, going into Group B finales, there are 3 people left. Now, I revealed everyone. We're talking about Bluebell, Goo, and Wasp. I already revealed them alongside the Buffaloes, which you can watch those reveals in the description of this video. But someone had brought up something to me, and I think this person is right. One of my followers sent me a message on Instagram, which you should follow me at. And they said to me, "Hey, Joey, don't we have the Ding Dong Leave It On bell this season?" And I go, "Yeah, we do have that this season." They said, "Well, is it possible they're going to use it on this episode?" It's a good question. The reason why is because look at the 3 we have right now. And I did a poll. You guys already voted on who you think is going home. And you all said Bluebell's going home. And I have to agree. No offense to Bluebell. Bluebell did fantastic. I think she knew exactly what she's doing. She's having a good time on stage. But when it comes to the Wasp and the Goo, they're both very talented. And I told you from the get-go, I feel that the Wasp will be winning this episode. But we also have the Ding Dong Leave It On bell. And I think Goo is too good for us to not keep. Granted, we still have 3 weeks of Group C starting next week. I know it's kind of weird with the timing and all that. So we don't know how they sing. Are they any better? Are they any worse? But we do know that Ding Dong Leave It On bell is here. Goo is fantastic. If what I believe could be happening in this episode, even though it's being already put out there that it's a double elimination, I'm seeing this episode as one of them is going to be put into the quarterfinals, and then another one is going to be revealed, and then someone is going to hit the Ding Dong Leave It On bell. If I had to guess, I think Wasp would be winning Group B, and Goo would hit the Ding Dong Leave It On bell. Or it could be the upset. It could be that the Goo wins the group and then the Wasp gets saved. Nonetheless, the Wasp is definitely going. Like, if there is no Ding Dong Leave It On bell this episode, the Wasp would be the one continuing forward, in my honest opinion. Though the Goo is talented, and as we revealed this past weekend, Goo, or this past week, Goo, because I had no one else to reveal, over the weekend, the Goo has an incredible kind of like, how do you want to call his story? It is a comeback story, but not really. I mean, he's always been a singer. He's got a great life and in music, but also with family, but also in his real career. So I could see both of them being in the quarterfinals. That's kind of how I look at things. Now, if you don't know who these people are, I'll give you the pitch correct audio that we did now, 2 weeks ago? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird when you get an episode every other week. Thank you, World Series. But I'm going to go ahead and play the pitch correct audio we have, and then you let me know who you think they are in the comment section.
Barbie believes you can be anything, and as a young seedling, I believed I could be a star.
Barbie believes you can be anything, and as a young seedling, I believed I could be a star. I even wrote a list of all my goals and never questioned that they would manifest. So when I got my first break, I thought, what could possibly go wrong? The answer? Everything. My career wilted, money dried up, and I found myself struggling to make stems meet. But I never stopped believing in myself. And so I started watering a new tower. And suddenly, a new career bloomed.
You know, Barbie is all about empowering young women, showing them you can achieve your dreams. And there's one go-getter gal in my life. My future Mrs. Good.
You know, Barbie is all about empowering young women, showing them you can achieve your dreams. And there's one go-getter gal in my life, my future Mrs. Good. Let me tell you how we first gelled at a theme park where, ironically, I was frustrated and grumpy. I had my guard up. I was stewing alone on a bench when I looked up and saw her hand. She was asking me to dance. And I instantly melted at her kindness, playfulness, and confidence. I realized in that one moment, I'd met my mushy match.
You know, Barbie may have her own dream house, and I did too. But it took me a while to realize it.
You know, Barbie may have her own dream house, and I did too. But it took me a while to realize it. I lived with over a dozen other family members, all of them hustlers. There was so much noise in the house and love, but there was one thing missing, and that was my dad. Without his guidance, I felt like I didn't know my purpose. So when I ventured out into the world as a young wasp with big dreams, I had to learn to stand on my own. When I finally made it big, I came back home and my whole family was there, including, much to my surprise, my dad. And when I talked to him one-on-one, he told me he was proud of me. And for the first time, I felt like I had limitless potential.
I do just want to add one more thing. As I was kind of doing research for this video, I read a couple of the articles that popped up, and one came up from Parade. And in Parade magazine, they said here that one performer will automatically be eliminated unmasked, which I think is Bluebell. The other two will face off in a battle royale, with the victor moving on. However, the judges can still use the Ding Dong Keep It On bell to save one of the eliminated performancers, oh my gosh, I can't speak, if they want to see them get a ticket to the quarterfinals. That almost solidified for me that yes, the Ding Dong on, Ding Dong Leave It On, but I can't, Joey, what is, I need more coffee. This only solidifies to me that the Ding Dong Leave It On bell will be hit on this episode. So I guess, what do you guys think? I think it could be happening. I think that this is going to be that episode. And I think, do I want to say Goo is going to be saved? Or what? Maybe, you know what? Maybe they try to do it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, conspiracy time. Maybe, they're going to make the Wasp look like the underdog in this. Almost be eliminated, but then saved and then win the entire Masked Singer Season 12. That would be insane. This is November 5th. If that happens, I'm coming back to this video and using it as like a callback. Because that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm ranting. I'm putting random thoughts out there. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey. Stay safe. See you later. Bye.